episode 69 of Series 5 of Master League Story Mode. And it all comes down to this. It's that time of the season where I can say it all comes down to this. But it really does all come... Well, you know what I'm getting at. Final game of the season, we're up against Everton away from home. Let's remind ourselves of the Premier League standings. Well, 6th is assured. Europa League is happening next season for Leeds United. Manchester United will miss out. Boo-hoo to them. Our arch rivals, or one of them anyway. Outside of Europe, that could well be the downfall of them. But the big question is, will Arsenal and Liverpool both be able to get 3 points today? Possibly. They are going up against Newcastle at home, then Liverpool against Southampton. So you would expect them to win those 2 games. But all we need to do really is just make sure we win our game against Everton, which is not going to be an easy one at all. They're a very good side and we play away from home. They've not had an amazing season, but not a bad one either. And they've got Divock Origi as well, who I'm sure will be looking to make us pay for selling him. I think we're pretty happy with Lookman though in return. He has had a really good season. He's had a breakout season, as has Kluivert. So we'll play this game, last game of the season, and then we'll take a look at, well, the stats for the season, see how we've done, and then maybe we'll go and see whether actually we get any money from the board, and that could well decide whether or not we're at this club next season. So what we certainly won't be doing is changing this midfield. We've experimented with Romero there when there's been poor form, and we lost the Brighton game in the last episode. That was the real kicker of the season. Awful. We probably would have been in the Champions League next season had we managed to win that, but we still have got to get past Everton, which is going to be a real test. I think we'll keep Mendes in, even though Patterson's not better form. Everton have got a really strong side. Loads of players in there that I really like, and quite a few I'd like to bring into Leeds actually. Kieran Dowell on the bench, he doesn't start today. Sigurdsson will, always a threat. And Pickford up to 87 rated now, that's pretty incredible. Right, let's get into this. So what an incredible season it's been for Marcelo Bielsa and Leeds United. We really struggle. Let's not forget that Bielsa was maybe 1 or 2 more losses away from losing his job at the beginning of the season, but then we went on that historic run. I'm not even sure how many it was in the end. We lost count. It was at least 13. Could have been 14 games in a row. If only we'd have kept it going to the end of the season, we would have finished in an incredibly unlikely Champions League spot, but it's still possible. It's out of our hands, which is the killer. But we will be playing European football next season, and, well, yeah, we need to see what the budget's going to be. You'd hope now we're in Europe there would be more budget, or some budget made available. But even if there isn't, I think Bielsa would like to stay and see that one through. But today, well, we can do our best, get the 3 points, and just hope that either Newcastle or Southampton will do us a huge favour. This is going to be a big test. Let's get into it. Kobos does really well there, and that's great distribution. Romero sprays the ball out to Lookman. Lovely pass there. Now De Jong away from Davis. Looks to slip in Maxi Romero. He'll cut back inside. Onto the right foot. That's not the finish we wanted there. Oh, mistake there. Kobos into Maxi. Can't step inside. Huge tackle there by Yerry Mina. A mistake from Everton. As we said, they're going to look to play it out, and we can make them pay by winning it back in positions like that. Now Juan Brunetta. Away from Sigurdsson. Lovely change of pace. Great effort there, and it's off the post. First big chance of the game, and it's Unbelievable. The man who secured us Europa League qualification in the last episode with 2 pinpoint free kicks. And he just dances away from Sigurdsson there, and he's hit that very well. Pickford was beaten. Unfortunately, the post wasn't. Oh, Lucasen tidying up as ever. They call him the cleaner. If they don't, then they probably should. Don't know what Maxi Romero is doing out so wide, but that's not helped us. Mendes does well, though. Really well to keep possession there. Now Kobos into Juan Brunetta. Turns away from Seamus Coleman into a shooting position. And it's Brunetta again. The spearhead of this attack today. He's saved well there by Pickford. Quick throw in there into Juan Brunetta. Oh, dances away from Seamus Coleman. Look up here. De Jong at the near post header. Straight at Pickford. We've had chances. We've certainly had chances, and that is a poor bit of distribution there. Lucasen will quite happily take that. Kobos, lovely turn. No one making any real runs, so Kobos now into the box. Facundo Kobos will wind one up. He's hit it well. Again, Pickford, a pretty easy save that time. He's had to keep out 3 or 4 now. Lucasen, dominant there. Still Lucasen. Oh, they're standing off. Lucasen will hit one. Wow. And we're really peppering Pickford's goal. That's some mouthful, isn't it? De Jong with the corner here. The in-swinger. Brunetta will jump for it with Richarlison. Kobos should get to this. Kobos across the box into Lutman. Good effort. And that is not a comfortable save for Pickford. Very nearly redirected that into his own net. The ball came back across. Kobos did well to chest it down. Spotted Lutman. Great first time effort. Bloody hell, that's close to an own goal. And there we are, half time, 0-0. Well, we've had chances. None of them particularly convincing, but certainly more convincing than Everton's, which have been a big fat 0 in the on-target section. We've got a lot on target. We've had some decent chances. Not really worked Pickford too much. We haven't had any clear-cut chances. They've been from long distance or under a lot of pressure. I think if we keep plugging away, though, we will get the all-important goal here. De Jong into Kluivert. Kluivert over the top into Maxi Romero. Lovely first touch. He's gone very wide here. Back into Kluivert, though. Brunetta on the turn. Oh, another good save from Pickford. We knew he was going to be good today. He's so highly rated these days. Oh, stray pass there. Romero into Brunetta. He's away from Yerry Mina. Looking for Maxi Romero again. The poked effort again saved by Pickford. Not the best clearance in the world, but they get it away. Starting to get frustrating now. Pickford saving everything. Brunetta into De Jong. He'll turn away. Out to Lutman. Into the box. Lays it back. Maxi Romero. Yes! Come on. All we can do is win this game. All we can do is get the 3 points. Hopefully somewhere right now. Arsenal are predictably losing in a game against the side they should be beating. And maybe, just maybe, Maxi Romero's millionth goal of the season, I don't know how many it is, could be the thing that sees us into the Champions League this season. It's great build-up. The overload is there. It's coolly finished in the end. We've given Pickford a lot of sort of savable shots. He's looked great. They've all been very savable. Maxi Romero in this sort of position as he goes in between the two centre-backs. Finishes low and hard. Very difficult to save. Right, can we hang on to this? So with just under 20 minutes left, a triple substitution, some fresh legs. Hopefully we can hold on to this one. It's the last time we'll see Correa in a Leeds shirt. That is for sure. And, well, the Weghorst, Patterson, will they be there next season? I think it would be a shame to sell the Weghorst. Do we have enough in the locker to end this season with a win? Maybe, just maybe, in the lottery that is the final day. Could we get something? Correa now. Into Brunetta. Oh, he's got Lutman making an excellent run, and once again it's a Demola Lutman into the box. Oh, that's lovely! Against his own side. Absolutely butchered his name in the commentaries there. Don't know why I really struggle with Ademola. Amidola, Adilola, yeah, anyway. Lukman finishing against his old side. Muted celebrations there. Nice to see a bit of respect from a player who's at Everton from such a young age. Last time he cut it back, but this time I think everyone was expecting him to cut it back again, but he went alone. And just proving how great he's been this season. Origi going out. I think Origi's actually been okay for Everton, having signed for them, but it was definitely a good swap to bring in Lukman, who's provided pace and goals down that right-hand side. It's been worth every penny, and we know that Origi would not have done that, so definitely worth the money. So final seconds here in the final game of the... final game of the season. Anything now for Everton would surely just be a consolation, but there won't even be that. And we've done it. Question is, how have Arsenal and how have Liverpool done? Oh, we don't know. The players aren't letting on here. It's not filtered down from the crowd. Maybe they're still playing. We already know we're in Europe, so there's no celebration for that. There we are, Gomez and Bernardo discussing. And the Leeds players there applauding their away support. We've been excellent all season, as you would be if you were watching a team like this. A team of incredible individuals, but also with a huge team ethic that's gotten to this point. All galvanised by the mercurial Marcelo Bielsa, whose tactics have slightly changed this season, and it really helped. But then you get routes like that. I mean, that's embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. And a great game for Lutman up against his old side. He grabbed the goal and the assist in this one. He looked really dangerous. Everyone looked good. Brunetta could have had a couple. Maxi Romero was quiet, but we didn't need him today, except for the goal that he scored. But anyway, good game. Good game all round. Right. Everyone fingers crossed right now. Arsenal 2-2. Is that it? Have we done it? Liverpool beat Southampton. Yes, we finished 5th. That's not Champions League, is it? Shit. Yeah, we needed to finish 4th, didn't we? Bollocks. What? How did I not work? Oh yeah, because they both needed to draw. Oh, Liverpool with 1 goal to save them. We would have been on the same points. We would have had a better goal difference as well. Oh, that's gutting. That Brighton defeat. Look, we've got to look at how well we did up to that rather than the one game we didn't do well in. But an incredible season, really. I mean, we thought 9th would be a stretch for us, but we finished 20 points ahead of Brighton. Oh, still so gutted though, but hopefully at least 5th place. Hopefully at least 5th place means we get a fair bit of cash. So there we are, that one game against Brighton. Oh God, what a disappointment that is. But look, we've got to look onwards and upwards at the next season. We still need a much better side. We're still missing real quality in some key areas. So we've just got to look at this season as a huge success. Just not let that get us down. Brunette has been excellent in the final 2 games, scoring twice. Lookman with 2 as well. De Jong dominating as we'd expect. Mendes though and Kobos always so good. Always so good. Kobos, look at that, 90% dribble success rate, 83% pass success rate. I mean, pretty special. Lucasen there, 19 tackles won. Having him in that basically third centre-back position when we do have the ball it's been key as well to this run, absolutely key. It means when they try and break, they're coming up against 3 centre-backs, and that's before Kobos and Mendes have even got back. So here we are, team of the month. Frankie's in there, Lookman's in there. That's nice. Team of the season. Maxi Romero had to be in there, and Bernardo as well, no surprise. He has been an absolute man-mountain at the back. So there we are, header up to 87 as well. That surely can't keep going. Lucasen is declining, but he's definitely got another season in him. He's been crucial for us. So let's go and take a look. Oh, we've had some job offers. Who's it going to be? Who fancies some of the Marcelo Bielsa's magic? So interestingly, Sessegnon and Timo Werner have both come back as options. Do you know what I'm tempted to do is go for a loan for Werner. That might be a sneaky way of bringing in the ridiculous player that he is. Sessegnon at left back, Alexander-Arnold at right back. That's what I want. That's what we're going to try and get. But we have been offered the St Mirren job. That is tempting. That's a really tough choice. Let me know what you think in the comments about that. So there we are, 5th place finish. Maxi Romero top scorer. Owner's adjusted our goals for you. And Scout's got something for us. The question is, do we get any cash? I mean, that can't be it. That can't be. 1.3 million salary. Oh no, that's the competition prize bonus essentially. You only get 1 million for finishing 6th. I mean, that is not accurate. So let's see who we've got, who the scouts got for us. Gabriel Jesus. Calvert-Lewin we do need to put a bid in for because he's certainly a more achievable player to sign than Timo Werner. He'll definitely be within our price range, you would think, you'd hope anyway. So we'll try him at 9.8. That's pretty fair. On a 3-year. Nicely goal bonus, nicely win bonus. Salary 1 I mean, that's a snip really for the player that he is. He's got power and pace. I think although Wakehorse has been great, he's scored a lot of goals, I think Calvert-Lewin would be the ultimate bench replacement for Maxi. Yeah, we'll go with that. Looks good. Struggling with right and left backs, that is a shame. We need a new scouting area. I've sort of lost track of which areas we've scouted in already. I think we did Europe, didn't we? We've done England. Don't even know where we did. Did we do Spain? I don't know, remind me in the comments. We'll look in Spain for a right back. I mean, Spain's always a good shout. Probably don't need a left back with Sessegnon. I think we need a centre back really, don't we? Obviously we're going to have Correa going out, so we're going to likely need another central midfielder as well. Something I'm going to go still developing central midfielder in Europe. Let's take a look at the other clubs now. So Sessegnon, 10 mil for him with 1.7 salary. We'll absolutely take him up on that. Yes, he's lacking in ball winning, lacking in defensive prowess, but going forward, which is where we really need him, I think he's got everything we need, and he's English as well. Timo Werner, so he's 86 rated. Don't think we can sign him yet. Bernardo is only 85 rated. As it stands, we can't sign Werner. Oh look, Trent's popped up here. How did we miss that? He must have already been there. Okay, so we'll put a bid in for Trent. We're going to totally revamp our right and left back positions. Trent and Sessegnon on either wing. I'm a huge fan of that lineup. I think that is, young, exciting Englishman. Really attacking minded. We're going to get even more goals from those positions than we did with Mendes, we did with Kobos. It would be a shame to see Kobos drop out of the side. It's not like we need to score more goals. If anything, defensively is where we lack. But anyway, it's going to be fun at the very least. So we'll put a bid in for Trent. Trent and Ryan on either side. We probably need a centre-back. Other than that, I'm pretty pleased. Management career. management offers. Brighton come in. Leeds have offered us a new contract. It's very kind of them. And St Mirren. It's a ballsy bid for a Europa League manager. Don't think we'll be going to Scotland. And then finally the mission. What have we got here? So we achieved our goal pretty comprehensively as well. We've made the owner very happy. Will he be pulling out his checkbook? That is the question. So what I would love to get in the comments is your opinions on which players we need to be signing. What areas do we need to strengthen? Who at the moment out of our first 11 does not fit into your plans for the next season? Who do you think we need to replace? For me, Kobos, Mendes, yes. Gomez, probably. And you can make an argument that we're at a stage now where a really, really top striker or a really, really top winger could maybe displace Romero, or maybe even Lookman, or maybe Cliver. Maybe it's what we need to take ourselves to the next level. So we do need to select a favourite player. And you've got to say, of the players in the side, it probably should be Bernardo, shouldn't it? I mean, he's been inspirational, a huge player for us. I think Marcelo Bielsa will appreciate what he's done for us this season. He will grant him the very proud honour of being one of Bielsa's faves. And there he is, Bernardo, the big man at the back, the big Brazilian, who's been key for us this season. He's only going to keep getting better. Oh, Trent's broken down. We should have offered more. We really wanted him. We may still be able to go back in for him though. I imagine he's on our list still, isn't he? He is still on there. Nothing really else in our list here that we want to look at. Obviously, if anyone wants to take a look and find some players within the rules, then you know what to do. Gutted about Trent. No one else interested, so we might be able to have another bash. 9 million for Calvert-Lewin. I mean, I really like him. Not hugely matched with our tactics, but good finisher. Just as good a finisher as Weghorst. As good in the air as well, but so quick. Wow, 88 speed. 83 explosive power. He's pretty decent on the ball as well. Amazing run and incisive run from such a huge player. It's got to be tempting. But at the moment we don't have any money and we've got minus 117,000 salary budget. So, you know, we'd love to bring all of those in. Oh, we could buy Werner for 15 mil from Bayern Munich. If, that is a big if, we can get someone to 86 rated. So we might have to just keep that there. We do have a loan to play with as well. Not 100% sure what we're going to do with that. So before we move on to next season, let's take a look and see who performed the best this season. Instantly I'm seeing Frankie de Jong. He only played 14 games but ended up with a 6.5. Unsurprisingly though, it looks to be Maxi Romero with 28 goals and 11 assists in 39 games, who is our highest rated player of the season. Weghorst coming in with a 6 over 36 games. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Brunetta 6.2. That's really good to see. Actually, over the season, he was consistently one of our better players. 15 goals, 12 assists. He tops the assists for the season. That's a great result from him. Cliver, only 5 goals and 11 assists. Lookman, 4 more goals than him. Not as many assists. That feels about right. 6s though for basically our entire attack. It's not bad at all. Lookinson with a 5.9 over 20 games. He doesn't really do a lot. Kobos and Mendes 5.8 over the whole season. Maybe we should be asking more of them. I don't know. Butler with a 5.9. That's not bad. Not a single red card this season. That's good to see. And only 3 yellows. We are a fair play team. Correa 30 appearances, 2 goals. Yeah, we're not going to really be too upset about him leaving. Martinez, he managed to get 24 appearances this season. Didn't do a hell of a lot in them. But all in all, an incredible side who've done very, very well this season. As we say goodbye to this historic season, we have had an offer. We're not going to go with that. We're going to move through now. Please give us some money. We do get the money now, don't we? Don't we? Do we? Do we get some money? I mean, we finished much higher than anyone would have thought. Club ranking still only 95. It should be higher than that, shouldn't it? Hang on, what? Eligible next season Champions League? How has that happened? What? Who won the champ? Someone must have won the champ. Okay, so we're in the Champions League. Okay. That's a shock. That is a good shock. So I'll try not to get overexcited about that we're playing in world football's top competition. We'll take a look and see how we lined up for the season. So possession game, long pass. Yeah, that's what we were sort of after. Maybe slightly longer passing than we had been set up for, but that's okay. sort of in the middle of all-out defence and frontline pressure. I think we've adapted the game, whereas frontline pressure was just wasn't working. It was suicidal at times. Most of our goals being scored off the through ball. Only 8 from crosses is surprising, especially considering how many goals Weghorst put away. And a lot of them scored late in the game. That's really interesting. Significant numbers there scored after the 76th minute. That's Bielsa's never give up attitude in action. 54% possession is good. We've generally controlled games. And over the season, well, Maxi Romero with 31% success rate on his finishing. It's quite incredible. 91 attempts, but 28 goals. You can take as many attempts as you like. If you're scoring 31% of them, you're going to be in a team that's doing really well. Bernardo dominant in the air, dominant on the floor, as we expected. And it's Kobos in terms of dribbling and passing, who's top of the rankings there. De Jong didn't play enough games to feature, but you've got to say Thiago Mendes, that is pretty impressive. 91% success rate on his dribbling, 82 on his passing. I mean, he does have a sort of similar bit of space to run into every time, and then generally a fairly easy pass, but still, it's got to be respected. So there we have it, and it's going to be Leicester relegated alongside Burnley and West Brom. And Villa back into the Premier League. That's a great result for them, as are Cardiff City. So 21-22. Do we get any cash? Do we find out now? So we've had some bids and for some fringe players as well. That's interesting. Martinez, Patterson. We've got some attention. Peacock Farrell leaves the club. Bernardo has had a bid in from Independiente. That can't be it. It can't be 139,000 salary budget. You've got to be fucking kidding me. That can't. God. Oh, why? That can't be all the money. And look, despite some recommendations, I thought leave it a salary budget. I don't believe if this was on transfer budget that we would have got any more there. Unbelievable. Let me know in the comments if we really are fucked, or if maybe we get the money in August when the new season starts. No, probably not. Oh, fucking hell. How can we not get any money 2 seasons in a row? We're in fucking Champions League. Oh, God. And unfortunately now the chance for us to leave is gone. Can't leave. The manager transfer is over. Oh, I mean, from the highs of Champions League qualification, somehow against the odds. Let's just check that. I mean, we would have, Champions League playoff. Yeah, we're into the playoff, so must have been an English side that won the Champions League or the Europa League. Must have been the Europa League. Anyway, we'll start the season off against Bromby in the next episode. Can we play our way into the Champions League group stages? That'd be quite incredible. It's not a difficult side to start off with. And then we start off the season against Huddersfield as well. Oh, but with no money at all. That cannot be right. Just can't be right. It's like we're playing on the hardest of hard modes. We can't sell Bernardo. 9 mil for Lutman doesn't even seem worth it. I mean, we can sell Martinez, Patterson, make up a bit of cash there. At a stretch we could probably sell the horse, but we won't get much for him. I don't know what to say. Don't know what to say. Oh, God. Right. Well, we'll find out in the next episode. I'll see you in a bit.